Hi everyone, my name is Jatin, and in this video we're going to talk about my experience of giving upper division clerk of Silk.board. Okay, the reason I'm making this video in English because it's already late in the night. You can see the time over there in the clock. It's 12 past 15, right? And my parents are sleeping. I don't want to disturb them. And also one more thing that I they will not understand if I will speak in English, which will not make me awkward, right? A typical middle class boy. I think that you must have you must have related with this, right? And coming to the examination part now, and please pardon me for my English, and please don't judge my grammar, please, huh? Because this is really making me very nervous that you guys are from government sector exam preparation place, okay, and you must be reading a lot of grammar, so you will be figuring out. So now coming to the examination was divided into 4 sections of 30 question in each section of, and you will be giving 30 minutes, and you can't switch between the sections. Okay, if the 30 minutes of the section 1 gets over, then only you can jump to the section 2, thereafter section 3, and thereafter section 4. The first section was about English. The section were in GK, English, maths, reasoning. Maths was fairly very much simple. You could have attempted all the 30 questions within the time duration allocated. In reasoning, 2 questions I must say were quite time consuming, and GK was also very much fairly simple, but if you do overthinking, then there are high probability that you will do some blunder just like I did. And English was also very much fairly very simple, I must say, because for example, there was one jumble word comprising of 6 sentences, and there was a question just based on in just this particular jumble word. In one jumble word you will get 6 questions, okay, which is about like 12 marks. Answering one correct answer will give you 2 marks, and a deduction was of 0.5, 1/4. So the number of questions I attempted were 116 out of 120 marks. I left 2 questions in GK and 2 questions in reasoning. If I remember correctly, the question which I left was 2500, 2500, 2000, 1200, 480, and you need to find the next term. If you know the answer, please comment down in the comment box. I didn't got the answer during the exam time, and thereafter I didn't thought about this, but I still remember this particular question. So this was one question which I left, and in GK I did some blunder. The one blunder was, or you can say a silly mistake, because as you get 30 minutes of time, you what you do, you do overthinking. So what I did, I completed my GK section in one go. Then what I did, I thought about the rechecking and like just re-evaluating. So I in my first attempt, I got this question, that who became the fifth highest run scorer in ODI after beating a player like Mahila Jayawardene from Sri Lanka. So in my very first attempt, without even like I just marked Virat Kohli. Okay, I was just pretty much sure. But when I came back again to this particular question, but I thought, okay, I had this news recently that Virat Kohli basically surpassed Ricky Ponting, and it's just not is behind just only Sachin Tendulkar now. So I thought, okay, Virat Kohli is not the fifth; he's the second person. But what I forgot, the information I had was about in like it was a summation of all the 3 formats of cricket, right? But here it's only about the ODIs. So I think that Kohli must not be the answer. I marked Rohit Sharma, which eventually went wrong for me. And there was another question about the another question was about who introduced Farman. Here also I marked this question incorrect. I marked Jahangir. Actually, Jahangir free. Okay, the question, the full question was who introduced the free duty farmans. Okay, but Jahangir introduced a farman. It was the initial farman for East India Company, but the question about the free duty farman, which was introduced or was by Aurangzeb. So this question also went wrong for me. And there was another question about who wrote this novel War and Peace. In my first attempt, I Tosley, yeah, I selected Tosley, but what after eliminating 3 of the options, because it was I never heard about the War and Peace novel, but the options was like Subhash Chandra Bose, Mahatma Gandhi, William Shakespeare. If I thought that if Subhash Chandra Bose would have written this novel, I must have heard about this. If Mahatma Gandhi would have written, I must have known about this. Shakespeare was a romantic poet; he can't write about all the stuff, so I selected Tosley. But after 15 minutes, when I came back to this particular question, because as there were 30 minutes, I thought that okay, I must have heard this name before. So what I thought that okay, Subhash Chandra Bose could be the answer, because War and Peace, he is the guy. So I again changed my answer and again did it wrong this time. And there are other two questions as well, in which I did this same mistake of overthinking. So there are total four questions which I did wrong in GK. So yeah, this is the thing. But I think that definitely, if you have a good preparation, if you are giving CGL mains or anywhere getting a good marks in CHSL, or like anywhere around 130 plus or 135 plus, you can score pretty good marks in Silk board examination. It was pretty much simple, definitely way simpler than CHSL, I must say. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. If we will get any update, I will update you through this channel only. So if you want, you can subscribe to this channel. Otherwise, you can just search on YouTube Jatin Tankuria, right? So thank you very much for watching this video. Bye bye. Take care. See you soon.